In the quaint coastal town of Harbor Cove, there lived a fisherman named Jake. For years, Jake had braved the unpredictable waters of the sea, casting his nets in search of the day's catch. But beneath his weathered exterior lay a hidden struggle that few knew of. Jake battled with complex PTSD, a result of traumatic experiences from his time serving in the Navy. Every day, as Jake set out to sea, he was haunted by vivid memories of the horrors he had witnessed during his service. The sound of crashing waves would trigger flashbacks of stormy nights at sea, while the sight of seagulls soaring overhead would transport him back to the battlefield. Despite his inner turmoil, Jake was determined to provide for his family and keep his fishing business afloat. But as the years passed, the weight of his trauma grew heavier, and Jake found himself withdrawing further into himself, unable to escape the grip of his past. One stormy night, as Jake battled the raging sea, a massive wave crashed over his boat, sending him tumbling into the churning waters below. As he fought to stay afloat, Jake felt a sense of panic wash over him, threatening to engulf him entirely. But in that moment of desperation, something inside Jake shifted. With a surge of determination unlike anything he had ever felt before, Jake found himself confronting his deepest fears head-on. As he struggled to stay above water, Jake made a vow to himself he would not let his past define him any longer. With newfound resolve burning within him, Jake fought his way back to the surface, determined to reclaim his life from the clutches of PTSD. He sought help from a therapist who specialized in trauma, and together they embarked on a journey of healing and self-discovery. Through therapy and support from his loved ones, Jake slowly began to confront the painful memories that had long haunted him. He learned to recognize his triggers and develop healthy coping mechanisms to manage his symptoms. As time went on, Jake found solace in the familiar rhythm of the sea. Once again, finding joy in the simple act of casting his nets and hauling in the day's catch. With each passing day, the weight of his trauma lifted, and Jake felt a sense of freedom he had never known before. One sunny morning, as Jake stood on the deck of his boat, gazing out at the vast expanse of the ocean before him, he realized just how far he had come. Though the scars of his past would always remain, Jake knew that he had overcome the darkest chapter of his life and emerged stronger and more resilient than ever before. From that day forward, Jake lived each moment with gratitude and purpose, knowing that he had the strength within him to weather any storm that came his way. And as he sailed into the horizon, the wind at his back and the sun on his face, Jake knew that his journey was far from over, but with each passing day, he was one step closer to finding peace.